everyone, and I'm really delighted that we are starting with our new batch, PV batch 6, and today we have a demo class. So, as Amit sir and Snehal ma'am said, the motive of conducting this class is to, give you an overview of pharma industry, the life science domain, and clinical research. Pharmacovigilance is just one part of it. If you all are aspire to make your career or do some contribution in life science by participating into clinical research or a pharmacovigilance related activities. So here we will give you a glimpse of what kind of different activities are available in the life science and how pharmacovigilance contributes to them, and what are the different skill set required for a person to be a professional in the pharmacovigilance. However, as you know, this is one of the stream, this is one of the subject of the clinical research domain. So even if you get knowledge into this PV domain, it's your choice if you want to pursue career maybe after 2 3 years into other domains such as data management or regulatory affair. That is also open to you. So it is not restricted like if you are trained into PT, you cannot move into other. The other thing, generally, student ask, already in the interview, we will be considered as a fresher. So is it really required for us to take a diploma course or a certification course in all these subjects? So the answer is yes. Why it is yes? Because definitely in any industry, whenever you will be entering, you will be considered as a fresher. So they will ask you questions, they will give you tasks to perform as a fresher only, as a newcomer only. But the advantage of taking such diploma courses or a certification courses helps you prepare physically, mentally, emotionally ready for the upcoming job opportunities. How it helps physically? Suppose you are based out of, say, Nagpur. So it is pretty clear that Nagpur is not a business hub. Maybe it is famous for any other reason, but generally the industrial area is located where the customers, I mean the industry oriented people, are getting a candidate pool. So therefore they select the urban areas. Okay, maybe Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, etc. So it will give you an idea that maybe in future for a job opportunity you need to relocate. It prepares you mentally so that you are well understood about the concepts. You will start learning those concepts thoroughly, and it will help you get your dream achieved in a lesser time as compared to others. And emotionally as well, because after all, it is a job. You might have seen your friends, your seniors, or other family members uh, working for extended hours or working over weekend. These are, have become some sort of a regular norms. I'm not saying it is a very usual practice and one should encourage, but it has become a norms because it is a life science basis. The upcoming technologies or the treatment for a diseases or a lifestyle patterns, it is a need to work beyond the working hours, and for that you need to prepare. Okay, so this course we are tried included all the relevant topics which you should know as a basic of a pharmacovigilance. Okay, apart from that, we will encourage you to keep yourself updated with the current happenings, so that whatever taught in the class, in accordance to those concepts, you are keeping yourself groomed up to date for the interview, or maybe whatever your dream is. If you want to start with some small startup business, then you should know all the regulatory things and all. Okay, so that is a motive of having this class. In today's class also, at the end you can ask your queries related to course, as well as the basic things which are related to pharmacovigilance, because in detail anyways we will be learning over the 3 months of course. So only basic question, if you ask, that will be entertained. If you ask, how I need to pursue career and all, because these all questions in detail we will be sharing in section wise module, because you have already seen our syllabus which we have specially crafted, on a timely manner. We do changes in our syllabus as well as per the need of an hour. So let's start with today's session. And if you have any questions, you can note down in your notepad. And whenever I will ask in between, it is better if you come up with your questions or either at the end of the class. Okay. Yeah. I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know if my screen is visible to you all. Yeah. Please let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes.
I request all of you. I could see 32 participants. Amol, Chetana, Chinmay, Dinesh, Divi, Durga, Ekta, Jebish, Milind, Jyoti, Kapileshwar, Khushbu, Mahesh, Mallikarjun, Nirav, Puna, Pooja, Pradnya, Reyansh, Sabah, Sheetal, Shraddha, Sham, Somnath, Sonakshi, so yeah, so many. Vishal, Vishakha, Taiba, Sunita, Saurav. So everyone, uh, please take complete advantage of this class and be attentive. Unless, if I call out specific name, everyone is free to unmute and reply. Okay, because if you reply yes, no, or whatever it is, then only I will come to know whatever I'm speaking, whatever I'm trying to convey you, whether it is understandable to you or not. Okay, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So please be responsive during our class. Yeah, before we proceed, in general, may I know, I mean, anyone here, I mean, which all streams you belong to? Pharmacy?
Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone from BSc, MSc here?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from
Yes,
BSc.
ma'am.
Okay. Anyone from medical background, like doing MBBS, BDS, BHMS, BAMS? Anyone? Anyone from biotechnology?
Ma'am, Allied Medical.
Like what?
Allied Medical.
Okay. So it's like, we all are siblings, but maybe some are siblings, some are cousins, like that. So ultimately, we belong to the same industry, life science industry. Still, it is possible that few terminologies are very, very specific to pharma. So you can note down those terminology, and whenever I will open the class for question answer, you come up with your queries. Okay. But however, I recommend everyone to, be interactive while I am sharing my screen. Yeah. So, here we will be discussing the in general pharmaceutical industry, its functioning, role, various departments, and ultimately, since this is a more over oriented to PV, how PV contributes into this life science industry. So, when we talk about pharmaceutical industry is not restricted to develop and create medicine. Okay, there are multiple parts to it. Since you belong to pharma background and some of you are BSc, MSc, and aligned medical background, I'm sure you have heard these terms quite often, either during your lectures, during your conversation with friends or family, or maybe in your books, or in your conferences, etc. So pharmaceutical industry discovers, develops, produces and markets drug or pharmaceutical drugs which are either administered by a healthcare professional or a self-administered. They are also available on a prescription. They are also available as a over the counter OTC, for which you does not require prescription. You can directly visit a pharma store, name the medicine and you can get it. After reading the package insert, you can self use it. Okay, so whenever pharma industry is busy in all these activities, is it mandatory for every pharma industry to do the same task or a same job? The answer is no. Some pharmaceutical industry have their own R&D department. They have their own manufacturing unit. They have quality control department, packaging department, their own distributors and own sellers who help pharma industry to create a portfolio of a particular product end to end, whereas there are some pharmaceutical industry who are expert in only R&D. They will create a molecule and they will sell the molecule. They will have the auction, okay, to the pharma industries who have the funds, enough money to sponsor the clinical trial whenever they want to develop that newly created molecule. There are some pharma industry who are, maybe because of lack of funds, lack of skilled human resources, lack of space and lack of knowledge, they are into generic business where they copy, they mimic the active molecule which is already created by someone else. So they are into generic market. They does not have clinical trials just like the origin pharma company has done. So what they will do, they will perform bioequivalence, bioavailability, BABE study. They will perform pharmacokinetics, pharmacodynamic studies, and they will show the comparison of the brand product versus the generic product. And they will show the brand and generic have got the equal BABE, pharmacokinetics, pharmacodynamics, PK/PD values, and hence we can create, we can manufacture and distribute this medicine. So there are multiple things to it. But when it comes to the pharma company who is very, very keen to develop their own molecule, they do market research, they find out which is the disease area where the particular product is not available or the available products are showing the lack of efficacy after 5 6 years. The patients are becoming resistant to that therapy, so they will identify such area which will help them to make more money in the future. They will perform the R&D, they will come up with few molecules. After having a successful molecule run, they will try to create a clinical trials. In the clinical trials, they will have the initial phase which is called as a in vitro, and then we have as a in vivo. In vivo studies, we appoint human subjects with their consent, and then we perform clinical trial. There are multiple aspects to clinical trial, multiple designs, multiple models and multiple theories. Whichever is appropriately suitable for that particular molecule, the team will decide. Now which team? The team of a life science professionals like investigators, healthcare professional, centralized monitoring professionals, etc. And they will conduct the clinical trial. After successful clinical trial, the product will be available into the market. After that also, for few years, the company will record its progress, whether it is really beneficial or not, whether it is pocket friendly or not. And basis all these surveys conducted by the pharma company, they will decide whether to continue, discontinue, or do any changes into the existing formulation. So this is the typical pattern of a company who wants to develop their own molecule. As I said earlier, there are other companies as well who are not interested to do all these marathon. So they will simply into the generic business. And that is the reason the brand products are usually costly and generic products are comparatively reasonable. Okay. This is a main differentiating point in the life science industry. Some are into brand, some are into generic. We have already discussed in a short what are the reasons of a one particular company to have into a brand and one company have into a generic. There are multiple factors to it. So we have discussed few of them. Now, on this slide, you will see whenever we talk about the brand company or a generic company, sometimes for any pharma company or any pharma establishment, whether it is a domestic or whether it is a MNC, multinational company, it is not possible to conduct all the activities all by themselves. They need a supporting hand. And that supporting hand is nothing but few other organizations such as biopharmaceutical small, medium-sized enterprises, contract research organizations, CROs, contract manufacturing organizations, CMOs. Okay, like you might have observed or realized there are few companies who make only bottles, syrup bottles. Okay, there are companies, small scale business, they make cartons. There are some yes, anyone wants to ask any question? Someone unmuted. Okay. Let's move ahead. So there are companies who are into printing business. Okay, so these are small companies. They select their business as per their own funds, their skill set, and their availability of having a skilled personnel. Okay, so these small setups also cannot be neglected. They are also part of a life science industries. Okay, on this slide it is a general statistics which represents how much turnover is solely done by the life science industries. Now, to make you realize to this point, I will ask you another question. If I am sure, because this is a new generation, you are pretty aware about it. How many of you are aware of trading, okay, or a stocks? No one?
It is used for investing money.
Yes, investing money. So if someone wants to invest a money in stocks, what is the motive? Which kind of company they generally look for?
A company which
Pharma
have
companies.
growth.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
said. Yeah, one at a time, please. Yeah. Which
Uh,
kind of a company you will look when you are investing into a stocks?
the company which have growth and have R&D, ma'am.
Okay, so in the NSC or in the BSc, there are so many companies listed, right? Have you ever noticed, are there any pharma companies?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Cipla,
Yes,
Cipla and
perfect.
all.
Cipla, Glenmark,
Reddy's,
Glaxo, Novartis,
Sun
Reddy's,
Pharma.
Sun, exactly. Why they are listed into BSc or NSC? So there are two things. One, the company is performing pretty well, and now the company wants to expand their business and they want money, they want fund for that. So that is the reason the company is listed there. So basis the company's reputation, investors like us can invest into that company so that ultimately we become a partly shareholder of that company, right? And the company can use our funds into their R&D, clinical trial, or any other related activities. And whichever profit they get out of it, they give that profit back to us by sharing a dividend or by increasing the stock price. Okay. And number two, since the company is performing very well, that is the reason only Bombay Stock Exchange or a national stock exchange allowed that company to get listed into the stock market. Otherwise, they would have considered these companies as a fraud and they would have never allowed it. Is this point clear to everyone? Pretty simple to understand, right?
Ma'am.
Yes, and that is the reason if you see day by day, these companies are making business. For example, maybe in 2015, if a Cipla share was say 200, now the Cipla share is a 5,000. So by simply checking on a Google, any company you can put like say Sun Pharma or a Novartis or a Pfizer or a Glenmark, any company and just Google it. The one share price of Glenmark in 2010, 2015, and 2023, you will definitely see the remarkable difference. And why this is possible? Because these companies are collecting funds by various means and they are investing into their business to expand it. The people trust these company. It is not necessary that we should have bought any product of these company, that you must have used a product of Cipla, but you trust Cipla. The Cipla is since ages, and you know the Cipla is a good company because they have created such a reputation. So similarly, in the economy, when we say economy, it is not at a national level, at a global level also. The economy is, the pharma industry is a very, very pivotal in the running of global economy. And we have all experienced this during the COVID time. In the COVID time, pharma industry, pharma stocks boom like anything. Okay, it was only pharma industry who has able to survive into the COVID, and that should be, a pride moment for us as we belong to this one of the industry. Just imagine if we would have been into regular teaching or regular banking or regular, some manufacturing department, or say engineering department or a construction department, all businesses were stopped, everything was halted. But however, pharma industry was only one thing which was continuously making a business during the COVID, and that is the reason it plays very, very pivotal role in the global economy. Yeah, here it is just a name. That does not mean these are always making a top on the charts, but these are few, company names who are able to survive into the global stocks, I would say global economy, like Pfizer, Novartis, Roche, and Sanofi. We know these are not Indian companies. Okay, like a Cipla is a Indian, Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's is a Indian, but however, Pfizer, Novartis, Roche, Sanofi, these are not Indian companies, these are MNCs. But still these companies are able to hold their position into Indian stocks. And since they are able to hold the position in Indian stocks, now you can understand how strong business they have. As a professional, as an aspiring PV professionals, you should focus on these companies to make your career. I'm not encouraging you to go into and buy their stocks, but however, why I am portraying this example, if these companies are foreigner companies and still they are able to hold their position into Indian market, everyone from a 10th grade till 80 years old, if you ask them Pfizer, Roche, Sanofi, they know all these companies, right? So you should aim to develop your career into these company. Read more and more information about these company, visit their career sites. If there is a job fair, visit those places, find out whether they have a PB department or not, make a good professional connections with the colleagues who are working in this company, so that there are high chances that you will get a good surrounding when you start up with your career. Okay. Yeah. Having said that, there are other ace players or a game changer as well. And ultimately, the example is a COVID duration where, out of nowhere, we heard few companies or organizations name, and we are absolutely proud of them, like, Serum India or a Bharat Biotech, where actually, the MNC company like AstraZeneca, in coordination with the Oxford University Research Department, they made a kind of alliance with the Serum Institute of India, and they created amazing vaccine that is a Covishield, which not only beneficial for Indian people, however they exported this medicine across the globe. And that was a high point where, we India got our ranking into life science development. Everyone started recognizing the India's research department, research team, research work when we developed Covishield vaccine and distributed to the other countries. So this is also one of the game changer recent example which we should know, we should understand, and we should take a pride on it. Now back to pharma industries. When we talk about the pharma industry, basically there are three main different categories comes into a picture. One is a research and development, which is whose main aim is discovery, development, interaction with other departments. Then whatever is discovered, manufacture, develop it ahead. So manufacturing department, clinical studies, marketing of products, and interaction with other department. And after manufacturing is ultimately is selling, the commercial, the finances. So commercial department, product launch, product marketing, sales, and interaction with other department. What I mean by interaction with other department, in a pharma industry, from top to the CEO to the security person, everyone has got a proper interaction cycle. Okay, it's not only CEO will give a command, let's develop a product into the neurotherapy, and the security, if observing there is a theft, potential theft into a particular manufacturing site, and he ignores, that is also big concern. So everyone needs to be very very vigilant into a pharma industry, and the proper interaction cycle, a proper communication cycle has to be there. So in this diagram you will see a kind of a flow which happens into the pharmacovigilance. As we have in earlier sites, we have already discussed the basic difference is a brand and a generic. Irrespective brand or generic, the three main departments: research and development, manufacturing, and commercial. Whenever there is a development of a product, there is a clinical trial takes place, and in clinical trial, while taking a clinical trial, whatever unwanted results we observe during the clinical trial, those are recorded and those are sent into the pharmacovigilance team. So what exactly pharmacovigilance team is doing there? Pharmacovigilance team is gathering those unwanted result, unexpected result. The other terminology for that is adverse events. For example, like CEO said, develop a product in a neurotherapy. The product is developed and the clinical trial is started. So in the clinical trial, when the product is administered to the subjects, the human patients, they started having a rash all over the body. So definitely we do not want to increase the trouble of the patient. The patient is already suffering from a kind of a disorder, and we, after giving us our drug, the patient develop a rash. So rash is unwanted, unexpected result. Other terminology for this is adverse event. So the pharmacovigilance team will gather all such kind of reports which comprises of adverse event, and they will collect those reports in a software. Okay, it is not practically possible to have a pen and paper, write it down, or make a excel sheet. So a specialized software is created, and in that software these reports are saved, and the further a statistical strategic analysis is done, how this product is related to this adverse event, whether the adverse event is really caused because of this product or not. So multiple study is conducted on those reports to conclude whether the product is beneficial or the product is risky. So this is all, everything is done in pharmacovigilance. As we proceed with our course, we will learn what exactly pharmacovigilance is and how it is conducted in a step by step manner. So in this diagram you will see in a nutshell what is the general flow of the pharmacovigilance department day to day. Okay, as you hear. Okay, so first is a case input. When we say case input, that is nothing but the entry of adverse events. Now, from where we can get this adverse event? If it is a clinical trial, we can get it from a clinical trial staff. If it is a spontaneous, then we can get it from a regular customer. For example, some of you are using a paracetamol for a fever, and after taking that medicine you had a stomach ache which was not previously present. So your stomach ache is a reaction, the adverse reaction of a paracetamol. So what you can do, you can call on that company on a toll free number, or you can write an email, or you can use a Twitter handle to report your complaint. So these are called as a spontaneous report. Or if you are, very very interested, you can write an article, literature article in a pharma journal, or you can publish it in your college wall. So that is also source of case input. After case input, it is a case intake. So the team who is working into the PV, they are trained how to validate the authenticity of the report, whether it is a true or a fake. So they will perform the case intake. After case intake, it is a safety data processing, and this everything is done in a software by a skilled professionals, the person who is trained. For example, like you all are getting trained into PV, right? So whenever you get a job, whenever you want to make a career in pharmacovigilance, you already have something in your mind, so it is easy for you to grasp the company convention. In the course we will be teaching you in general pharmacovigilance. However, as per, as every college has a different rules, every society has a different rules. Similarly, every pharma company has set up their own rules in accordance with some regulatory authorities. They need to follow some of the regulatory authority, they cannot go out of it. So basis the rules, they will have some processing conventions. After case is processed, it is moved into the case output, and the case output is nothing but again individuals who are highly trained, skilled. They will find out how much their drug is responsible to cause the adverse reaction. All the compiled reports are summarized, which is published as an aggregate data report, and these aggregate data reports are further used for submission to the regulatory authorities like India regulatory authorities, CDSCO. For example, you also have the Maharashtra Technical Board, which conducts your pharma exams. You may be having some medical board who conducts your medical exams, right? Some board. So similarly, we have a regulatory authorities who are responsible to overlook all the clinical research related activities, whether they are ethical or not, whether they are following mentioned timelines or not. So all these reports are ultimately submitted to the regulatory authority for their review. If regulatory authority gives a green signal, then only sponsor company, the pharma company, is able to move with their clinical trial. If they observe any manipulation, any fraud, the regulatory authority will ask the company, pharma company, to correct their mistake or to stop the clinical trial, as risks are more than the benefits. So all these reports are generated through the pharmacovigilance, and hence pharmacovigilance plays very important role in the clinical research. Now, having said that, as of now, pharmacovigilance is a manual work, but yeah, there are many companies in the life science who opted for a partial artificial intelligence. What I mean by partial artificial intelligence, the very common example I can give is, Alexa. Can anyone tell me what is Alexa, or have you heard this name? Alexa, Gana Bajao, Alexa, switch on the light. Anyone heard, anyone aware, or anyone has it at your home?
I've only heard
Okay, so where have you heard?
same thing which you said now, Alexa Gana Bajao and all.
So on a commercial television, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
television.
Yes. So what is that basically? It's a kind of a tool which works on your voice command, right?
Okay.
So yeah, so it is already put. Okay, the great example I can give is a Google. As you know, on Google also you can see Google search में एक mic का icon होता है, right? So if you click on that icon, आप अगर कोई difficult चीज ढूंढ रहे हो और आपको spelling नहीं पता या आपको नहीं पता कि ये कौन से language में है, so sometimes we can use that mic icon and we say, Google, what is pharmacovigilance? So Google will show the typing. Words are getting typed on the screen, and then it will show all the relevant research, all the relevant searches with pharmacovigilance. ये example सबको पता है?
Yes.
Yeah, only one yes. What about others? There were 31, 32 participants.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, सेम गोज विथ यूट्यूब. यूट्यूब में भी अगर आपको कोई गाना पता है, गाना सुनना है, गाना देखना है, वीडियो देखना है, लेकिन आपको उसके प्रॉपर लिरिक्स नहीं पता, तो आप जैसे भी हो आप बोलते हो, राइट? एंड गूगल, यूट्यूब विल शो ऑल द रिलेवेंट सर्चेस. सो दैट इज नथिंग बट आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. ओके, ऑलरेडी इनबिल्ट सॉफ्टवेयर, इनबिल्ट प्रोग्राम, कि अगर ऐसे वॉइस कमांड आया तो आपको क्या टाइप करना है और क्लोज search क्या है, right? So that is a artificial intelligence. So as of now, since pharmacovigilance is something which is related to the drug, which is a non-living thing, and a humans, which is a living thing, so everything cannot be put into the software. Sometimes we require human brain to imagine, to think. For example, if it is a fever, I can write the definition in the software program. Fever, whenever body temperature goes beyond this limit. Fever, whenever a person has got these symptoms like a body ache, mild bone ache, etc. But when a person says, आज मुझे पता नहीं कुछ तो हो रहा है, तो कुछ तो हो रहा है मतलब क्या? If a Mansi says मुझे कुछ तो हो रहा है, that could be I am feeling nauseatic. Maybe say Milind is saying मुझे कुछ तो हो रहा है. Maybe he is feeling sleepy. If it is Mallikarjun saying मुझे कुछ तो हो रहा है, that could mean he is feeling like a vomiting. So this is a very vague term. मुझे कुछ तो हो रहा है, मुझे कैसा तो हो रहा है, कसतरी होता है, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है, लेकिन ठीक नहीं लग रहा है. Okay, so all these are vague terms. For these terminologies, any robot, any artificial intelligence cannot work. We need a skilled human brain who can analyze, who can read what is before and what is after, who can understand meaning between the lines, right? And therefore, as of now, pharmacovigilance is something which requires skilled professionals. this particular department is not moved into automation, and therefore you have a great career opportunity into this field. But only one condition: you need to understand the criticality of this field and skill yourself. Okay, so if I am a recruiter and if I have a two candidates, both are B Pharma distinction, but one is having a fair knowledge, the interrelationship between the pharmacovigilance, life science, and other aspects, and the other person is just a B Pharma distinction. Definitely, I will select the person who has got a handmade PV knowledge, right? So the condition is only one: you need to have that skill set within yourself. Apart from that, having said that, let's look out for some additional requirements. Additional requirements meaning you did not opt for different courses from a time to time. आज पीवी सीख लिया, अरे भाई अप टू डेट रहना है, अभी तो मुझे मेडिकल राइटिंग का कोर्स भी लेना पड़ेगा, अभी तो मुझे एसक्यूएल का भी सीखना पड़ेगा, या मुझे लगता है मैं अभी चैट जीटीपी सीख ही लूं। ऐसा नहीं है। तो ये आप ऐसे करते रहोगे, यू विल बी मास्टर ऑफ नन एंड जैक ऑफ ऑल। ऐसे नहीं बनना है, हमें बनना है मास्टर ऑफ ऑल। तो मास्टर ऑफ ऑल के लिए गिव योरसेल्फ सम टाइम, लर्न, अंडरस्टैंड, वर्क ऑन दैट, एंड देन मूव ऑन टू अदर। सो यू मस्ट हैव ऑल राउंडर थिंकिंग प्रोसेस। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि जस्ट मैंने बोल दिया एक्स वाई जेड कंपनी का ये प्रोडक्ट है ना, अरे पता है उसका बैच रिकॉल हुआ। For us, it is very simple to say XYZ pharma company का batch recall हुआ. But you need to immediately think, oh my god, इसका मतलब उसके स्टॉक्स भी कम हुए होंगे, मार्केट में, फार्मा मार्केट में उस कंपनी का रेप्यूटेशन भी कम हुआ होगा. What are the consequences? This is a very simple and straight example I gave. It is not always related to the stocks and money, but you need to think there are some alliances as well. Like we heard, what I can give, Zydus Takeda, Sanofi Aventis, right? Glenmark, Merck. So these are sometime tie up बिकॉज बोथ कंपनी के पास इतना फंड नहीं है, या बोथ कंपनी सेम प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट में लगी होती है, तो उनका कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है कि कौन सा मार्केट, ग्लोबल मार्केट कैप्चर करेगा, सो देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स, मेनी फैक्टर्स बियॉन्ड योर इमेजिनेशन. सो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, एंड दैट्स द रीजन ऑल राउंडर थिंकिंग कैपेसिटी आप में होनी चाहिए. Apart from that, it is always better if you keep yourself little bit technology savvy. ऐसा नहीं है अरे मैं तो फार्मा हूं ना, मुझे पता नहीं रे कि पावर पॉइंट कैसे यूज करते हैं, मुझे ज्यादा पता नहीं है एक्सेल कैसे यूज करते हैं. आपको कोई अप्रिशिएट नहीं करेगा. लेट मी गिव यू अ वेरी स्ट्रेट आंसर. इफ यू से लाइक दिस, मैम हमें नहीं पता एक्सेल कैसे यूज करते, हमें बस एक्सेल में प्लस माइनस करना आता है, तो सीखो ना. Who has not stopped you from a learning? So being a little bit technology savvy is a need of an hour, which you must understand and inculcate few habits in you. In continuation with the previous slide, on this slide you will see three major skill set which you must strive hard to get, to acquire, to learn. Okay, what are those? Self management, people skill, business skill. I request participants to please mute yourself. Yeah, thank you. So self management, self awareness, accountability, decision making ability, creativity, patience, perseverance, self development, work life balance, ethics, honesty, faith, confidence. People skill such as leadership, conflict management, emotional intelligence, credibility, influence, listening to others, negotiation, effective meetings, managing relationships, and coaching. Business skills include critical thinking, prioritization, decision making, problem solving, finance, customer orientation, project management, change management, innovation, transition management. So at least, every day, if you could Google or read self-help books on all these skill set, which will, whenever you will pass a degree or whenever you will complete the certification course, you will be a new version of yourself. Okay. On this slide, I have depicted which are the different roles are still available after completing a pharmacovigilance. You can go to management, you can go to clinical research, regulatory affairs, information technology, training and quality, manufacturing and supply chain, sales and marketing, external partner liaison, quality control, quality assurance, and legal. So all these departments are interlinked to pharmacovigilance. As you can see, the arrow is two-ended arrow. Okay, arrow direction is on the both ends. So if you are currently working into sales and marketing, you are welcome into pharmacovigilance. If you are working in pharmacovigilance, you can move to sales and marketing, because you know how to sell and market your product in a better way whenever you are discussing with the hospitals or a retailers, distributor, or a healthcare professional. You will be knowing that you are keen to know whether your product is behaving properly or not, right? So all these departments are interlinked to each other, and these are the few things which you should know. Rather, you must know. What are those? Like background to clinical research, ICH guideline, what are the major regulatory authorities in the pharma industry, which country they belong to, what are their strategies, and some other technical knowledge, such as the basic computer, Excel, PowerPoint, typing, uh, what are the current innovations in the software, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotic work, etc. Like in this course, anyways, we will be learning in detail clinical research, ICH guidelines, regulatory authorities, and other are the skill set. For that also, we will give you a proper guidance into our soft skill development classes. So these are two good references. One is WHO site and another is ICH site. If you refer this slide, I would say 50% of a clinical research and pharmacovigilance and related activities information you will get. These sites keep the authorities keep them updated on a time to time manner. So whatever information is displayed on this slide is up to date. The only tedious job is they are in very very much detail. Okay, so sometimes you need to scroll up and down to see what are the current updates which are relevant to you. Okay, so this was a brief session about clinical research, pharma industry, clinical research, pharmacovigilance, and if you want to become a pharmacovigilance professional, what all things you must possess, what all things you must learn, and what all skill set, soft and hard, you must possess to survive into this industry. Otherwise, we all know everyone is replaceable. And whenever someone is replacing, the replacement is always better than the earlier. So if you want to become unreplaceable, if you want to always be a top on this domain, you need to really work hard on yourself, on knowledge, as far as knowledge is concerned. For other kind of a guidance, we are always there to help you out. Okay, so with this, I hope you have got at least sort of a scenario in your mind, how industry runs, how PV runs, and currently what you are and what you can do to achieve your dreams, achieve your careers into pharmacovigilance. Yeah. Now
Hello.
Yes,
Can
Shraddha.
yes, I have a question.
Yes, Shraddha.
I am working as a clinical pharmacist now, but it's a work from home, and I am looking for next opportunity, work from home as well. So, how much chances in PV for the same?
Well, Shraddha, it absolutely depends upon the company. Okay, there are lots of opportunities coming and going into pharmacovigilance. So it depends upon which company you are getting hired. Okay, like there are so many companies, few are core, few are BPOs like TCS, Cognizant, Wipro, Glenmark, Glaxo, Cipla, Novartis, Godrej, etc. So which kind of company you get hired and what is their requirement? So work from home and specifically in pharmacovigilance, or I would say overall India, the work from home concept is new and which is launched during a COVID time, right?
Yes, yes.
So it is absolutely depend upon your company requirement, your nature of work, which will decide whether it is work from home, work from office, or a hybrid model. Okay,
Okay.
so it but if your preference is work from home, you can mention to the interviewer that you are specifically looking for a work from home, or you can apply to those company who are providing you work from home.
So yes, my question is there any chances in PV to get a job as a work from home?
Sure, sure.
Because
Yeah, sure.
yes,
There are many companies who are into work from home model. As of now, I don't know about future. So as of now,
okay.
if the work is getting done, if quality is maintained, there are few companies who are providing work from home.
Okay, okay. So, I just want to know if someone is working in production, so there is no possibility. But someone is working in PV, so is there any 10% or 20% chances to get a work from home? Is it
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
so? PV is only laptop work, and no need to handle something operators on all these things. So I want to ask you, uh, they are providing or not? Is there any chances or not?
Yeah, there are chances. See, PV is, I cannot say PV is only computer work. PV is discussing with your colleagues, discussing with your
Okay.
managers. So that's what I'm telling. It absolutely based on the nature of your work. See, if suppose you are
Okay.
into pharmacovigilance, but you are working as a trainer, you
Yeah.
understand this, right?
Yes.
ट्रेनर, राइट?
Yes.
सो ट्रेनर,
Yes.
अगर आप ट्रेनर हो तो आप खुद ही ऐसा चाहोगे कि मेरे जितने भी अभी अभी मेरी कंपनी है, से एग्जांपल से आपकी कंपनी है टीसीएस, आप टीसीएस में फार्माकोविजिलेंस में एज अ ट्रेनर काम कर रहे हो, आज एक 10 नए एम्प्लॉइज आए, राइट? आपने उन्हें बता दिया कि ऐसे ऐसे टीसीएस में काम होता है फार्माकोविजिलेंस का, फिर 2 महीने के बाद न्यू बैच आई, तो एज अ ट्रेनर यू विल फील कि अरे मुझे मेरे बैच से मिलना है, राइट?
Okay.
कितना
Okay.
अच्छा होता कि मैं उन्हें फेस टू फेस देख पाती, वो ज्यादा अच्छा काम करते, बट सपोज यू आर इनटू मैनेजर रोल, विच इज मोर ऑफ अ इंडिविजुअल कंट्रीब्यूटर, आपको लेना देना नहीं है कि आपकी बाकी की टीम क्या कर रही है, क्योंकि आपको बाकी आपका एजेंडा, आपका जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन ही अलग है ना, तो इट डिपेंड्स
Yes.
अपॉन योर नेचर ऑफ वर्क. Okay,
Okay.
whether
Okay.
it is work from home or whether it is a hybrid or it is from office.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Thank you for your explanation. Thank you.
Yeah, but as of now, uh, apart from manufacturing and a quality control department, almost every department like a regulatory, medical writing, PV, CDM, they have we are fortunate enough to have this work from home and a hybrid
Yes.
model. Unfortunately,
Yes.
manufacturing people cannot do that. घर से एक remote control दबा दिया और वहाँ
Yes. Yes.
मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डिपार्टमेंट में ऑल ऑफ सडन टैबलेट बनना स्टार्ट हो गया, सो दैट फैसिलिटी इज नॉट देयर.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Any other questions? Definitely, in detail. I'm sure you have seen the syllabus, and as I said, we time to time bring changes in our syllabus, in our topics, in our teaching style as well. So in detail we will be learning in these courses, and we are also open to include few topics as per your demand, as per the students demand, or if we as a staff, if we think this is a current happening in a pharmacovigilance and we should incorporate that into our syllabus or conduct extra session on it, we have done that as well. Okay, so any other questions?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I attended this class as a free demo class. So, if I want to pay fee, then is it available on which site?
Yeah, on the admission part, Amit sir, Snehal ma'am will provide the guidance in some time. If you have any, topic or topic only, topic related questions, I am here to answer.
Okay.
Apart
Okay.
from that, any admission related queries, next topic is that only. So where, Amit sir and Snehal ma'am will guide you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for that question. Yeah, now our student coordinator Snehal will share some of the slides and presentation about the course information, about our academy information, so that you will get to know more information about academy and course at the same time.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Snehal, can you continue?
Yeah, before Snehal ma'am, you start, I would like to tell you that, I mean, the overview of PV is done. So, hope to see you in our regular batches. Meet you there. Okay? Yeah. Over to you, Snehal ma'am.
Yeah, we will continue question and answer after like this presentation, if any.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah, just let me know my screen is visible with everyone.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. As you know, today is the free demo class on pharmacovigilance, and this demo class is organized by the Global Pharma Academy, Pune. So, moving to the next slide. Global Pharma Academy Pune. We are Global Pharma Academy, which is the ISO and MSME certified national level institute in pharmaceutical and healthcare sciences, established with a proclaimed objective of becoming a center of excellence to guide students for building their career in the pharma sector. We offer certification programs like pharmacovigilance, clinical SAS, medical coding, clinical research, medical writing, drug regulatory affairs, retail pharmacy business management, pharma marketing, and clinical data management. Moving to the next. Here I welcome the founder of Global Pharma Academy, Amit Kumar Mane, and he has completed the M-Pharmacy and MBA. Experience, he has 13 plus retail, wholesale, international export knowledge in pharma sector. Profile, he is the owner of Malan Medical and Distributor, Pune since 2013, and he is the trainer for retail, wholesale, pharmacy business management. And he is the host of one YouTube channel, and channel name is Things by Amit, and it's our education channel that provide the various career and business opportunities and interview preparation on regular basis. To know the all updates regarding this, kindly subscribe our channel. And also we have the family of 19,000 plus subscriber on YouTube. Yeah, moving to the next slide. EHR of Global Pharma Academy, Gayatri Taide. She has completed the Bachelor of Pharmacy and she is the HR of our organization, having responsibility of job assistance, provide knowledge regarding interviews and skill development. And email ID is globalpharmaacademy@gmail.com. Yeah, moving to the next slide. This is me, Business Development Executive of Global Pharma Academy. Myself, Soune Snehal. Here, I have completed my Bachelor of Pharmacy, and here I resolve the general queries of Global Pharma Academy students, assist them for the daily assignments, mock interviews, and project work. And my contact number is 9322341947, and my email ID is globalpharmas516@gmail.com. If you have any query related to the courses we provided here, you can contact me through this number or through my mail. So moving to the next slide. Mission and vision. With the goal of educating every aspirant who wants to work in the pharmaceutical sector, we offer education at most affordable price in India. Our goal is to lead the pharmaceutical training market on a global scale, and India should grow into a country known for innovation and quality. We want to be the first global platform where business executives may select the top personnel in the pharmaceutical sector to satisfy the most recent industry demand. Moving to the next. Benefits of our course. Our students are trained and nourished under excellent faculties having 15 plus years industrial experience as well as academic excellence. And here, students are rigorously trained to meet the industry requirements. So, moving to the next. Why us? Apart from domain knowledge, we provide these like assignments and tasks, resume preparation, communication skills, presentation skills, mini projects, conduct mock interviews, personal development, provide job assistance, conduct examinations, and doubt clear session. So moving to the next. This is the syllabus of pharmacovigilance. First, overview, clinical research and history and development of pharmacovigilance. Second, basics of bioequivalence, bioavailability, pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics. Third, adverse drug reactions, key terminologies in PV, methodologies in pharmacovigilance. 4, clinical trials, types and phases. 5, ICSR management and case studies. 6, MedDRA coding. 7, seriousness and causality assessment. 8, narrative writing. 9, safety database overview, example Aris, Aware, Aris, G, etc. 10, special scenario in PV. 11, signal detection and management. 12, overview of periodic safety update reports, aggregate reporting, medical writing, importance of local literature search. 13, MICC, Medical Information Contact Center Overview. 14, Pharmacovigilance System Master File, Risk Management Planning, Reference Safety Information. 15, PV Inspection and Audits. 16, Contract Research Organization CRO. And 17, Pharmacovigilance Regulations in various countries. So moving to the next slide. How to enroll? If you want to enroll for this course, you have to pay online, Google Pay or Phone Pay to this number 9423272876. After successful of payment, share payment screenshot with your name, email ID, location, qualification, WhatsApp number on WhatsApp to 9423272876, and then you will get seat confirmation email, and before one day all students will be added in class group on WhatsApp where all class links and recordings should be shared. Duration and mode for this course. Duration is 3 months. Mode online. Platform Zoho. Class date 25th June 2023. And class schedule only on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Time 10 to 12. Moving to the next. Contact us. It's our various platform. We are on YouTube and channel name is Things by Amit. We are on LinkedIn and name is Global Pharma Academy. We are on Instagram, name is Global Pharma Academy. Our website is globalpharmaacademy.com. And apart from this, we also have our own academy channel and name is Global Pharma Academy. You can also subscribe this channel for getting the more information for our courses. And these are the contact number. CEO Amit Kumar Mane, 9423272876. HR contact number 7499252772, and this is my contact number 9322341947. Thank you. Yeah, over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you for sharing all the information. So now we again continue with the question and answer. You can ask anything about the technical question or course information as well. Yeah, Snehal, you can take the questions from the chat box. There are some questions you
Yes,
can
sir.
ask to me.
Yes. Yeah. So, what is the starting salary in the industry for freshers? Hello.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take up this question. Say starting salary for fresher nowadays ranges from 15,000 to 20,000. But however, it absolutely depends upon the organization where you are getting hired, and it also depends upon your nature of work. So it is not only the PV fresher, but if you are into end-to-end PV or whether you are into only intake, so it depends upon that also. But yeah, these days you can say minimum 50,000 is there.
Okay, ma'am. Next question. Can I get job after complete B Pharmacy without any course? How much chances if complete course or not complete the course?
Snell, can you repeat the question?
Can I get job after completing B Pharmacy without any course? And how much chances if complete course or not complete the course?
Yeah. See, chances of you getting a job with or without doing a course, both are equal. Or why it is so? Because as I said, if you remember, you will be still considered as a fresher, right? So during our interview, we are aware, like if candidate is fresher, and therefore we limit ourselves to ask questions about a pharmacovigilance. But however, whenever you are coming for an interview, it is your duty to do some basic search for the job which you are applying for. So at least you should know what is a pharmacovigilance, what are the basic activities done in the PV, etc. So in the interview, assume there are two candidates. One is BPharm distinction without PV course. The other one, BPharm distinction with PV course. And whenever the questions are asked, if the candidate is able to understand the criticality of its nature of work and able to answer the questions, then definitely I will be selecting a candidate who is giving me more appropriate answers. Okay. So next point is I will consider, okay, whether the candidate has done course or not. So as I said, when you are doing this course, we are helping you to prepare physically, mentally, emotionally ready for the job, ready for to achieve your career into PV. We are helping you to give the advancements of these job role in advance so that you can have yourself properly groomed. So that always a brownie point of having a course. It is as simple as that. If you take up, if you are, it's your hobby to make a cake, and you enroll yourself into a baking class, and then you start making the cakes. Whenever you are a home chef, the finishing or the equipments are not that much advanced. But when you enroll yourself into a baking class, after some while you also can start thinking, okay, maybe I can share in my friends family that on their demand I can make cake and I can sell also. So knowledge always help you. It is not a guarantee we are giving. We in this course we help you for a career guidance, we help you to get familiar with some recruitment POCs, but that does not mean it's up to you how you crack the interviews. Even after opting a class, if you are not keeping yourself knowledgeable, if you do not develop your communication skill, your presentation skill, your interpersonal skill, then that does not mean after doing a class also why I'm not getting a job. So doing a class will give you additional brownie points to get a job, but ultimately it is up to you how you develop yourself. Do we have next question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Do companies prefer pharma graduates over BDS graduates?
No, nothing like that. As I said, it is life science, and that is the reason I have asked you in the very beginning which all domains you belong to. If you remember, I asked you all the questions like how many are from pharma, how many are from medical background, how many are from related alliances. So all together, we belong to same industry, life science. There are chances, like, see, if suppose a person is BDS, if he is using a very particular dentist terminology, pharma people may not understand. If a pharma person are using a very specific pharmaceutical technology, dentist person may not understand. But ultimately we are a life science, we understand the concept of a human body working, anatomy, physiology, and we understand the role of a drug. We understand ड्रग है, ड्रग के बेनिफिट्स है, ड्रग के साइड इफेक्ट्स है. So after giving a proper training, anyone who belongs to life science can work in pharmacovigilance. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Next question. Can we get job as a fresher if we have a career gap of 1 to 2 years?
Yes, of course. Why not? May I know who has given this question?
Kapileshwar.
Yeah, Kapileshwar, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yeah, madam.
So I would like to know from you, and if you are comfortable enough to answer, I mean, may I know what kind of gap it was?
Madam, I completed my M-Forms in 2021, madam.
Okay.
I have experience in QA, 1 year of experience in QA.
Okay.
Later, due to health problem, I left the job. I resigned that.
Okay.
And now I have 1 year of career gap.
Okay, fine. So I mean, why do you think that this gap will create a trouble or will become an obstacle for you? Why? First of all, my question is why this came into your mind?
That the companies will not allow this 1 year of career gap. Why why
Okay.
did you leave this 1 year
But
without doing
who
any
told
job?
you? I mean, who told you this?
No,
You took a
madam. No
gap.
one told me.
Huh?
No one told me. I am thinking like that.
You are thinking bad about yourself then.
Okay.
I mean, okay, fine. You got a graduation, you got a degree, then you were working into QA, and because of health reason, you took a gap, and now again, when you recovered from your health issue, you
Yeah.
are taking up this course, and with a new energy, with a new positivity, you want to start your career into PV or whatever it is, your choice. So first of all, I do not see which is anything wrong. I mean, it is not any criminal record because of some criminal reason you were into lockup. No, nothing like that. Because of any
Yeah.
fraud, you took a gap. Nothing like that. Whatever
Yes,
your
madam.
reason is absolutely genuine.
Madam.
Yeah. So I mean, it is not for you. It is for everyone. If you have taken a break for a health issue, if you are taken a break for your family reason, which is absolutely required, if you have taken a break because of your maternity leave, if you have taken a break to try out venture into business and maybe business does not work and you want to back into your service mode, absolutely fine, absolutely genuine. And when you
Okay,
are saying this to anyone, say it with a pride, say it with a positivity. आप खुद के बारे में ही ऐसा सोचोगे, अरे मैंने ना मेरे बच्चों के लिए 2 साल गैप लिया, अभी पता नहीं मुझे जॉब मिलेगा या नहीं। अरे बच्चों के लिए लिया ना अपने गैप, फॉर अपने खुद के बच्चों के लिए। सो टेक प्राइड इन दैट। आई वॉज अ होम मेकर फॉर 2 years. I was raising my children. I was very happy to keep myself busy in my family course. I was helping my husband into his business to fulfill his dreams. सो जब आप ही खुद इतना पॉजिटिविटी एनर्जी से बोलोगे ना, तो सामने वाले को बोलने के लिए कुछ चांस ही नहीं है। आप ऐसे रो के बोल रहे हो, मैंने 2 साल का गैप लिया यार मेरे बच्चों के लिए, अभी क्या। अरे आप अपने बच्चों का केयर नहीं लोगे तो कौन पड़ोस वाले लेंगे क्या? I mean, please, this is for everyone, not for a Kapileshwar. Everyone. Whenever you are taking a gap and the reason is very, very genuine, please portray it with very positively. Do not cry over it. मुझे जॉब करना था ना, लेकिन मेरे घर वालों ने करने नहीं दिया, उन्होंने बोला बच्चे हैं घर में ही रहो, और हमारे फैमिली में कोई जॉब ही नहीं करता। Okay, whatever could be the real reason is, but whenever you are portraying it, do not cry over it. Do not cry over it. If someone is asking you, you are masters, you are a PhD, and I don't know, आप 3 साल घर पे कैसे रहे? Yeah, because my family suggested to take a rest and get involved myself into family matters. So I enjoyed that phase. And now again, if everything is settled, I want to pursue my career, I want to pursue my dream. आप जब भी इतना खूबसूरत आंसर दोगे तो सामने वाला सोचेगा कि ये बंदा एक सच में पॉजिटिव एनर्जी लेके आएगा। वी मस्ट गिव हिम अ चांस, वी मस्ट गिव हिम और हर अ चांस टू परस्यू देयर ड्रीम। ये बंदा खुद के लिए भी अच्छा काम करेगा, हमारी कंपनी के लिए भी अच्छा काम करेगा। लेकिन आप ऐसे रोते रोते बोलोगे ना, अरे ये तो रोदलू है, घर पे भी रोता होगा, अभी ऑफिस में आके भी इसका वही शुरू होगा। I hope everyone is trying to correlate. This is our day-to-day example. I'm not giving you any hypothetical example, right? If we are going into a new environment, new college, new class, new workplace, what kind of a people you like to surround yourself? Happy, energetic, enthusiastic people, या जो ऐसे रोने वाले उदास लोग हैं? आपको कैसे लोग पसंद है आपके सराउंडिंग में? You decide. So okay, so whenever there is a gap, write it down the points and portray it with very positively. And if it is a health issue, even if it is a health issue, yes, because of some reason, I fall sick and now I am absolutely fine. I'm fit and fine to work. I'm fit and fine to enjoy my life. ओके जब आप ऐसे एक अच्छा शांति से बहुत ही स्माइल करके प्यारा सा आंसर दोगे, यू क्रिएट अ पॉजिटिव वाइब्स। ओके सो इफ यू हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ अ गैप्स इन योर करियर, प्लीज पोर्ट्रेट विथ वेरी पॉजिटिवली। एक्सेप्शन है आपके एजुकेशन का गैप। ओके एजुकेशन का गैप, अगर आपको 80 मिला है, आप फेल हो गए हो, दैट आई एम नॉट रिकमेंडिंग कि आप बहुत ही हंसते हंसते बोलो आई गॉट फेल, आई गॉट फेल एंड दैट्स द रीजन गैप। आई लीव इट अप टू यू कि आप अपने एजुकेशन का गैप कैसे बताओगे। बट इफ सपोज इट इज अ गैप इन योर करियर, between career education in between, because of health, because of family reason, because of some other venturing tryout, take it very positively. Okay, so Kapileshwar, don't worry,
okay, madam.
prepare yourself and all the best.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, students, any other question? And yes, I just want to tell one thing about the admission. Admission still open till this coming Friday, and course fees is 9,999, and duration for this course is 3 months. Yes, everyone got it?
There are some
Next,
questions. Yeah,
yes.
I just have to answer. Some people's like say they are applied for companies. Recently, there was an opening in TCS for the fresher 2021, 22, 23 pass out students. And also currently in the last Saturday, there is opening in Micron. Even IQI has was a opening. So right now, you can check on the LinkedIn as even in the Naukri. So we will share in the class as well that how to search for your exactly what which kind of the companies are there, what is the location, and how to prepare for interview. But at the same time, if you want to search yourself, you just get updated about your updated information on the job providing sites. Be there, be your profile 100%. Make sure you are there and apply accordingly. Okay. Some questions like placement. Okay, about the placement. So about the placement, I will share you that as Snail ma'am shared the PPT presentation, there our placement coordinator Gayatri is there. She was in connection with the various companies on the regular basis. We have separate department for that. So we will connect with the various organizations and share the all possible openings with you. We have a separate groups for the jobs for pharmacovigilance. Even we have, if you want to search jobs in the other domain, the clinical research, we also share with you. But we will share you all the information. Even if there is any opening in the bulk, we will share your resume individually to the organizations. So if the resume is shortlisted, we will also guide you for the interview process. So we will be there that to make sure that means to become your best version during your interview. So we will guide you throughout till for the interview process. Okay, so we will help you throughout. Okay, but at the same time, make sure that you also prepared. Okay, you have like that kind of the knowledge. If you have knowledge, no, your query you can ask in the doubt clearing classes as well. So we are there to support you. This is the ultimate the objective behind this is to provide you that all information so that you will be able to get jobs in the pharmacovigilance. I hope all the most of the queries related to the placement will be solved. It still have you can ask.
Yes, ma'am, there is a one question from Sham. As a fresher, what type of skills required who want to join pharmacovigilance?
What are the questions, Neil?
As a fresher, what type of skills required who want to join PV?
As such, you need pharmacovigilance knowledge and the prior basic skill. It is not like fluent English is required, but at least you should understood this and you can answer it properly because interview is in English only. And the next is the communication. Of course, you have means. We will tell that during interview you have to like go through the questions and ask yourself or even with your colleagues, then make this preparation accordingly. And a presentation skill, you have to share the information to the higher authority, but it is not like mandatory skills, but information like pharmacovigilance basic information, anatomy, physiology, and all related the job, you can see the job description and you should be aware about all these things. Okay. And hierarchy in the PV is there are lots of departments in the pharmacovigilance. So even in the medical information contact center is there, that then case processing, that is individual case safety report, then quality assurance is there, then signal detection, then Argus then aggregate reporting is there. So there are almost like 9 to 10 internal departments are there. Okay.
PV or medical coding, which one is better?
It depends on your individual interest. Medical coding is about medical billing companies will hire those. There are dictionaries in the medical dictionary. You need to have knowledge. Both are healthcare IT jobs and a good job and opportunity. But if you have interest in the pharmacology and related work, then if you are B Pharm and M Pharm, I mean in pharmacology, I must suggest that you have go for the pharmacovigilance. Means there are opportunity and you should be the best candidate for that. Otherwise, medical coding is also there are openings and opportunity. It depends on your, of course, knowledge. We can't blame any department because these are the department because these are the necessary things. So that is why both are available in the healthcare industry. So it again depend on your interest and your future goals.
So I would like to ask you one question. Is there
Yeah.
any age limit in pharmacovigilance to apply as a fresher?
It depends on the organization. Some organizations has their limit. Like you can say in the TCS, there is the limit. There are maybe they are hired a recent pass out student, but in the even some companies will hire. There are some companies like CROs are there, and some companies like healthcare IT company like BPO, Accenture, then Cognizants are there, and even some sponsored companies as well. Depends on the company requirement. But what is your age? Can I know?
So mine is 32, and actually the thing is after completing B Farm, I was having my own medical store, which was like 5 years, like, and now I want to do PV, and my age is 32. So is it okay if I continue my career in PV?
Yes, you can apply for this. You have already experience in the retail, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, as of now, it is not a fresher according to the professional way. You have experience.
Okay.
You need to show. You don't have core experience of the pharmacovigilance. You are fresher there, but you
Yeah.
have a clear experience. You can show in that. Yes, you can apply. As of now, I suggest that you can apply for the jobs, and it depends on the company. If there is an age limit, and it again like requirements depend upon requirements and depends upon the openings. That should be finalized by the company itself. If you come to know there is age limit, they will describe. Okay, that only recent pass out we can apply. Otherwise, you can apply. And
Okay.
on your interview performance, you will be selected, or like the further decision will be taken by company.
So, but what is the minimum age, like 35 or below 35? Like, what
Uh,
is the minimum age limit?
it is we can't say in the bracket. Every company has a different, but according to me, yeah, it should be 35. It should be, but it is like some company has 30 as well.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
ultimately, the opportunities are getting like less up to after your age has
Okay.
become more than
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
You can
yes.
apply.
Okay.
Yes, any other question? If there is any query for the admission of course, you can ask.
Hello.
Yes. Please ask.
Pharmacovigilance and medical coding difference. What is the difference between them?
मेडिकल कोडिंग मेडिकल कोडिंग में क्या होता है the coding is whenever the patient is getting admitted and then discharged, so there are hospitals and that the health policies companies like have to get the records of the patient till it is like admitted till the discharge, and accordingly वो आपको कोड में जनरेट करना होता है. सो देयर आर सिम्टम्स के कोड होते हैं, आईसीडी में प्रोसीजर के कोड होते हैं, सीपीटी में एंड एचसीपीसीएस लेटर कोड. ओके, सो ऑलमोस्ट 3 कोडिंग डिक्शनरीज होती है, उसके मुताबिक आपको काम करना होता है. सो जो पॉलिसी प्रोवाइडर है वो कंपनीज में हायरिंग होती है. दूसरा होता है हॉस्पिटल्स में जो रिसर्च सेंटर्स होते हैं वो भी करते हैं, एंड इवन सीआरओज हैज आल्सो ओपनिंग्स. Okay, so there are again like all the companies, even BPOs are also hired the medical coders. So depend on the company to company. लेकिन pharmacovigilance is a different. It is like a part of the like clinical trials का जो last phase है, post marketing surveillance. So there are any side effect occurred adverse event, so they that need to be considered under the pharmacovigilance. So adverse event कैसे हुआ है, उसका correlation कैसे, कौन से ड्रग के साथ, पेशेंट्स के खुद के बायोलॉजिकली कोई फैक्टर्स है या फिर कोई ड्रग्स इंटरेक्शन की वजह से हुआ है. सो यू नीड टू check these things. So everything is related to the pharmacology and the research skills are there. But in the coding, it is a dictionaries. You have to refer the dictionaries for each and every term. So likewise, आपको मतलब अगर आप फार्मेसी से तो आपको मालूम होगा बायोअवेलेबिलिटी, इक्विवेलेंस, फार्माकोलॉजी, ड्रग्स क्या होता है, एडवर्स इफेक्ट क्या होता है, एडवर्स इवेंट क्या होता है, रिपोर्टिंग कैसे करते हैं, ये आपको एक्चुअली मालूम होना चाहिए. स्पॉन्टेनियस रिपोर्टिंग हो या नैरेटिव राइटिंग, मेड्रा कोडिंग कैसे होता है, तो वो एक फार्माकोविजिलेंस का पार्ट है. बट कोडिंग इज अबाउट द डिक्शनरीज एंड ऑल एनाटॉमी फिजियोलॉजी इंफॉर्मेशन. बोथ हैव इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज.
Yes, sir. There is one question. Can we get a job while pursuing B pharmacy, or we are in last year?
If your college is allowed, if the company, some companies allowed you, and if you are in last semester, but आपके college से permission लेनी होती है, then after you can join for this. But it depends on your college and company अगर allow करती है तो mostly companies allow करती है last semester के बाद आपको, क्योंकि कई कबार project work होता है, so you don't need to have any prior practical that presence needed. So it depends on your institute and company requirement.
Yes, Mansi ma'am, are you there? Any other question?
So I would like to ask you one more question. What is the difference between certified course and PG course in PV?
See, there are difference in the syllabus only. Other parts are as of same. Syllabus, it means to say, if we conduct the course in the 3 months, and if someone conduct course in the 6 months, it should be somewhat more information you will get. And in certification course, I'll say ideally for the student who have basic knowledge about the anatomy, physiology, pharma knowledge, life science students and pharmacy students. Okay, ideally for the pharmacy student, definitely certification course are more ideal because you have already the basic background of the knowledge. And apart from that, अगर आप किसी ऐसे फील्ड से हैं जहाँ पे आपको एनाटॉमी, फिजियोलॉजी या रिलेटेड फार्माकोलॉजी वर्क बिल्कुल भी आइडिया नहीं है, तो आपको बेसिक से एकदम स्क्रैच से सीखना है, तो यू कैन गो फॉर द पीजी डिप्लोमा. But ultimately, the knowledge, if you have basic and prior knowledge, certification course is more than sufficient. Okay, so only the difference is that.
Okay, and what about the package? Is there any difference in packages, like in certification course and PG? No.
No. There is no
Okay.
because these are not university affiliated course, right? These are add-on courses for knowledge.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Next question. Like you said, TCS, Accenture, Jeevan have vacancies. Can I get the job in my desired location like Delhi, Noida?
It depends on the company requirement. You just check on your the Naukri and Indeed, and I think there are the post company. Even for more information, you can go to the company's portal in the career page. You will get to know the openings that location. We can't say the location because it depends. There are multiple locations. Sometimes it is like exactly particular location, but I think Delhi and Noida, I don't know. There is vacancy right now in that. That location is Bangalore, Thane, I think in the Mumbai. 2 locations I saw. Okay, but for more information, you just check that filter. Okay, filter it out where you are going to Naukri, Indeed, or LinkedIn. So job searching in Delhi, Noida, and Pharmacovigilance. You will get to know the company name, and if there is opening, you will come to know as well. Okay. Okay, so if you have still query, we will share, like you can ask in the group as well. We have the demo class group, and that is open for all of you to share the queries. So for the course information, the admission is open till this Friday. You can enroll, and we will share this information to our group. So if you have any query, you can even ask. You already know our social handles everywhere. Even you can ask in the group as well. Okay. So I hope this demo class will definitely become fruitful for you to get more information about the
I have
pharmacovigilance.
another question. Can I ask?
Yeah. Anyone has query?
Yes, sir. What is the in-hand salary as a fresher?
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, one is I think someone asked before, Dinesh, right? What is your question?
What
Sir,
is the in-hand
I would
salary
like to ask this. So, sir, I have seen numerous job description related to PV. So most of the company prefers fresher graduates who have passed out recently, and I have completed my masters back in 2018. So, sir, I would like to ask this. क्या like ये hurdle create करेगा while selection for the like pharmacovigilance?
Yeah, some company will like for the especially in the walking जो होते हैं वहाँ पे कुछ companies filter लगाती है like recently pass outs needed, but some companies not. Some kind of
So they clearly mentioned in the job description, like we only prefer freshly graduates.
Yes. Like I say, in the recent TCS there is like filter. तो company decide करती है अगर उन company's criteria is like when they get fresh talent like fresh pass out, then if the requirement is fulfilled, then it is and that is the close to the recruitment. Otherwise, if they again rehiring, okay, if the requirement is still going on. So it depends on the that company how many applications are there and what is the how much openings are there, what is the criteria, and how the student perform accordingly. But I think you need to get more like you have to search and you have to reach to the more organizations. It's not like only recent passed out consider every company. Some companies consider, but many companies can definitely consider your any kind of even you are pass out not recently, but your profile will match your eligibility, like qualification match, you can apply. So it depends on that. That is what I'm saying, that the company रिक्रूट जब भी आप जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन ऐसा आप देख रहे हैं, आप सभी जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन देखिए जो जो रेगुलर बेसिस पे आपको फार्माकोविजिलेंस की इंफॉर्मेशन देखनी है, चेक करनी है. गेट कनेक्टेड विद द लिंक्डइन और इंडीड और एनी जॉब पोर्टल and even career page of any company. It is a long process. Sometimes it is a long process. Sometimes you will get openings instantly. But it is time consuming. Okay, तो आप ऐसा ऐसा मत सोचिए कि आज नहीं है तो नहीं मिलेंगे. You will get, but you should have to be alert, updated yourself in the every company career portal or that job portal. Okay.
Yes, sir. Can you ask me?
Yes. Now you can ask.
I want to ask, as a fresher in pharmacovigilance, what is the in-hand salary?
In-hand salary. In-hand salary should be company. You can say like 15 to 17. Okay. It average बता रहा हूँ मैं. उसमें आप एडिशन भी हो सकते हैं अगर पैकेज अच्छा रहा तो. बट ऑन एन एवरेज देखा जाए तो 15 to 17, मैक्सिमम 18 तक जाती है आपकी सैलरी एज अ फ्रेशर.
Okay.
Next question. Do we need to do master degree or bachelor degree is okay for this course?
Up to there is no actually mandatory for masters. If you have, it's good, but there is no any mandatory. You can apply from bachelor's degree as well.
Is there only one course that provides certificate for PV regulatory affair both?
No. We have different courses. For the PV is different, regulatory different, because these are the individual domains. It comes under clinical research, but these are individual domains. So company is different, job profile different, knowledge is different. So it is regulatory is all about the regulations, then dossier preparation, guidelines, and everything is about the documentation and updated regulations according to WHO and according to our DCGI. But in PV, it's something different. PV needs information about the drug safety, like MedDRA coding, then narrative, then various terminologies. So this is different. So here, both courses are different in our academy.
Hello.
Yes, please ask.
Sir, it's mandatory to complete the course, any course, to join any IT company.
No. It's not mandatory. Mandatory is you have at least graduation, like in B Farm Life Science. That is the eligibility criteria. Otherwise, if you do, it is your benefit, or even it's not mandatory from industrial point of view.
Yes, any other question? I think there is no question, so we will conclude. Yes, sir?
Yeah, I wish you all the best, everyone, for your career in the pharmacovigilance. So definitely you will get more knowledge from this, and you will update yourself according to the requirements. If you join our course, you will get all information. But if you are like want to prepare individual, definitely you can prepare. Just update yourself. Be check the all the guidelines like ICH guidelines and the coding that MedDRA, or how it works in interview. Prepare interview, then check the companies, like apply accordingly. Okay. So I wish you all the best, whoever the participate in this demo class. We will be in touch and also assist you accordingly. Okay, if you have any query. So thank you all of you, and yes, we conclude this session.
Yeah. Thank you all of you.
Thank you.
Thank